In problems 1 through 10, we're going to use this diagram. Number 1 says, identify all pairs of corresponding angles. Are the pairs of corresponding angles equal in measure, and how do you know? So we have 2 and 6. 4 and 8. 1 and 5. And 3 and 7. Are they equal in measure? We do not know for certain because it has not told us if the lines are parallel. If they are parallel, then they would be equal in measure, but we don't know for sure. Number 2, identify all pairs of alternate, meaning opposite, interior, meaning inside, angles. So these are inside and these are inside, but we want the ones that are opposite from each other. So 4 and 5. 3 and 6. Are the pair of alternate interior angles equal in measure? Again, we don't know. Because we aren't told they are parallel. Three, use an informal argument to describe why 1 and 8 are equal in measure if the lines are parallel. So 1 and 8. These are exterior, and they are on opposite sides, so they are alternate exterior lines. Not lines, angles. If you were to sketch out this angle and then put it on some tracing paper, you could move it around and line it up and rotate it on this one, and they would be the same size. Four, assuming the lines are parallel, if angle 4 is 73 degrees, what is the measure of angle 8? Four and 8 are corresponding angles, like we said here, so they are equal in measure if the lines are parallel. The measure of angle 8 is 73 degrees because angle 4 and angle 8 are corresponding angles. 5. Assuming the lines are parallel, if the measure of angle 3 is 107, what is the measure of angle 6? So 3 we said was 107 degrees, and it's asking about the measure of angle 6. Angle 6 would also have a measure of 107 degrees because angle 3 and angle 6 are alternate interior angles. 6 says assuming lines 1 and line 2 are parallel, if the measure of angle 2 is 107, what is the measure of angle 7? These are exterior, and they are on opposite sides, so alternate exterior, and they are the same measure. Seven says, how would your answer to problems 4 through 6 be the same if you had not been informed that they were parallel? Why or why not? Our answers would be different because without knowing they're parallel, we can't say what the measure of the angle that corresponds or is an alternate interior or an alternate exterior would be without that information. Eight, use an informal argument to describe why angle 1 and angle 5 are equal in measure if lines 1 and line 2 are parallel. So here is 1 and 5. If they are parallel, those are corresponding angles, so they should be equal in measure. Another reason is because if we were to translate this along that vector, those would line up perfectly. Number 9 says use an informal argument to describe why 4 and 5 are equal in measure. So angle 4 can be brought down and then rotated over to match up with angle 5. You can also say that angle 4 and angle 5 are alternate interior angles.